Hello everyone. How are you doing today? Post a comment below to let me know, and also post a comment below and let me know where are you from? Where are we connecting from? Okay, so exciting to be here with you all. Welcome to Chatting with Karina in English. On Monday we are going live in English here at 12 p.m. East Standard Time. So please feel free to put that in a sticky note so we can connect here and share information. Okay, share things for the community. And guess what? We are in the National Stroke Awareness Month. So a lot of things to talk about. And throughout this month and here today, we are going, or I title today's Chatting with Karina as Stroke Communication, something that has been showing up frequently in different ways as well throughout this week, and I wanted to jump in today and share with you all a little bit more about stroke communications. So also I want to invite you to feel free comment below any questions regarding to today's topic, or if you want to share with us other maybe your experience with communication after a stroke, or caregivers with the survivor, feel free to share with us as well. Something can help another, so a share can help another person that is going through the same situation. So please feel free to connect in the comments, and we are going to answer any questions as well if we are live here for those questions. If not, or if you are watching this video later, please feel free to comment as well any questions, or if you have any shares, please feel free to comment below as well. Okay, so let's get started. Let's dive in the stroke communication. So first I want to share, right, when we hear the word communication, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? When we hear the word communication, right, and we start exploring a little bit, we know or we learn that it is basically the interchange between two people, right? Interchange between words, where there is an interaction between one or between two persons, right, back and forward, where we there is a mutual understanding and we are able to connect, to verbalize, right? Or there are different way of communications as well, right? So that is an interchange in meanings, so we both are in the same page, or are able to let know our needs or the things we are interested to share, or let other people know about. Okay, so those are the things. But guess what is happening when we experience a stroke? So here some of the things that also has been showing up right frequently, that we are able to see in our daily lives after a stroke, with the stroke survivors, caregivers, and so many other things when we reach the topic in communication. So stroke communications. First things we are finding out are happening when we are reaching this aspect in our lives. First, we have seen where in the communication between survivors and caregivers, professional and survivors, etc. One of the scenario is the fact that what is happening is where only one person is talking. So pretty much that communication that we sometimes say, so I told him or I told her, only one person is talking. So an example, sometimes we are with our family member, let's say, and the family members want to communicate, maybe, hey, help me here with this, or do this, do certain task, but there is no time, so the survivor communicate back their thoughts, their needs, and they follow up with another sentence. Okay, so at the end, there is only one person talking between that interaction. So here is not communication at all, where only one person is could be is talking or sharing their thoughts, their need, or talking about what to do, and the other person is in silence. At that point, there is no communication, but it's one of the scenarios of things we are looking in daily basis when we are interacting or talking with survivors, and we are not aware that at the end of the day, we are doing things with only one point of view, with only one objective, one point of view of looking things. Okay, in this case, in most of the cases, is the caregiver, right, or the person who is providing information, who is talking and talking, and it not is not having that feedback, that interaction from the other part. Make sense? Other things that we can things scenarios that are happening is where we are in groups, when we are maybe in events, in more in a group setting, where there are a lot of different topics about, but nothing related to the one person to talk about. So the group start or keep talking about, and at the end of the road, they make this meaning or this belief, oh, this person is not talking at all, and they start creating another beliefs according to what is happening, but the group is not aware about the type of topic that at the end of the road they don't have meanings, or they don't have like follow-up information or more things to talk about. So one of the things that is happening here to create awareness toward that group is creating awareness about the types of topic and not making right a sense or meaning, because the person who is in silence doesn't have like nothing to talk about, when in fact is the topics that are involved on that group doesn't have more things to elaborate on. Make sense? So these are few scenarios, few things, and again we can talk about different scenarios, or examples about the things regarding to this type of scenarios or topic about communication. Feel free to comment below if you survivors want to share with us, right? Different things you have been experiencing. Feel free to share with us. It is an opportunity we are having throughout this month, and to be honest, any day, right, of the year, to create awareness about things that are happening, to start creating awareness about a life post-stroke. Okay, so here regarding to stroke communications, I would like to share a few things to consider when we are in interaction, or we really want to have a communication, a real communication, right? Where there is a mutual understanding, a mutual feedback, or interchange between words or different ways of communicating. Could be, by doing signals, by doing songs, by pointing out. There are tons of way of communicate that we nowadays have the opportunity to let others know our needs or the things we want to share. Okay, so few things to consider when we are talking or having communication with survivors, stroke survivors. Few of them could be, first, ask preference. Depending on the type of stroke, depending on the situation, survivors could experience different things, right, throughout their journey post-stroke. So we can ask preference. Hey, here you prefer me to talk like slow, or it is okay with you if we continue in the same pace, or different preference depending of the scenario, depending the place you are in. Ask for preference. Okay, it could be as well, maybe you prefer more visuals, you prefer me to have, pictures, colors, etc. A lot of things to find out the preference, to be able to communicate and have the mutual understanding. And what important is that both people or the group are in the same page, right? So that is the first one. Another thing we can do is to give space, extra time. Sometimes we are finding where the person who is talking is not. Sometimes we don't even breathe, right? And we are so excited, and we all go through that depending on our emotion, depending on the topic we are talking about, depending on the things we want to share. Sometimes we end in this scenario where we keep sharing, and we don't have a space, right? Letting the other people to talk or process, or the opportunity to, hey, here I want to contribute something. So second, time, giving that time to talk. So both parties, stroke survivors as well. Sometimes we have so things we want to share, and we just talk about it. But having that, to be able to have a good communications, leaving space, time, so both parties are able to communicate their needs or the things they want to share. Okay, and also, and this one is a big one. This one is a really big one. Third, don't assume. Don't assume the needs. Here is the big one. Humans have developed, right, and more depending on the culture as well, have developed this belief that people need to say things at certain time or need to react in certain time. But here to share with you all, when we experience a stroke, there is a whole new journey, and there is not a speculation, not like people need to react this time, people need to do this certain way, because it is another new journey. So here it is to be an open minded, open opportunity to act or to react the way the survivor reacts. Okay, so few things to consider here. And here I will add that not just don't assume their needs, and for example, also right in that assumption, like, oh, they need the open door, they need help doing this, or the person is not using the left or right hand, they need help quick as possible. Let them communicate their needs as well, or ask as well. Another strategy to ask questions, to have that, again, that communication between two parties. So don't assume their needs. Okay, another example in the same field of assumptions, where people have created these scenario scripts or things that people need to say things. If I say this, the other people need to say that, or different things. When we are in the we are having a strong communication, there is not assumptions, there is something to work around, right? Or getting that away, and to be able to have a mutual understanding. Okay, makes sense? So please feel free to comment here if this information makes sense for you all. We can keep talking, but to recap this, today's sharing with Karina about stroke communication, we talk about what is communication? Well, where there is an understanding between two people back and forward, not just one. The different scenarios where we are finding that when we are around other people, there is only one person talking, and they then create this meaning, this other belief or assumptions in this case as well, where oh that happened because of this, because of that, where there are other factors to consider here and create awareness about what is really happening on that communication. Okay. And another with other things we talk about today are a few things to consider. So first, ask for preference. Second, time. Third, don't assume their needs. In the same category about assumption, don't assume actions either. There is no time frame or a particular things that other people need to react certain way after experiencing an event like a stroke or other things as well, because we humans are different. That is the beauty of life, that we think different, we have different way of doing things, we are all different, and what a great opportunity to reach this um, point of view where people are able and open to communicate, say things the way they feel comfortable sharing those things, and don't have this limitation or restriction that people need to say things a certain way or certain time, or need to act in a specific one way or the other. So few things to consider here about, interesting things to keep talking about when we talk about stroke communication. So if you want to know more other things, right, to know or to do on these different scenarios, different situations, survivors, caregivers, having that mutual understanding, being in the same page, creating that a great environment between family members when we are in social life, other things to talk about, tons of things to talk about stroke communications. I want to invite you to take advantage about the links I post below these videos. I will be posting as well other reference that we have been talking about when it is a communication between caregivers, survivors. A lot of things to talk and keep creating awareness toward this month, National Stroke Awareness Month. If you have any questions, any doubt as well, please feel free to comment below. Take advantage about those links and let's talk a lot of things to find out, explore about your journey post-stroke, and what better than preventing or becoming independent post-stroke, so you are able to feel better, being able to work toward recovery, being able to work towards your goals. We are here helping others, caregivers, and survivors prevent or become independent post-stroke. Feel free to connect. If you have any questions, comment below, take advantage about the links, or send me a direct message as well. Have a good day and talk to you soon. Bye bye.